Most women psychologically want sex this many times a week. Welcome to the world of sex, where multiple orgasms happen and exploring your kinks and fetishes is absolutely encouraged. This means, though, that just like Starbucks orders or favorite Bachelor contestants, everyone has different opinions and preferences when it comes to the best ways to get it on. And honestly, what women want in bed varies wildly from person to person. In other words, it isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. The reasoning is that there are actually tons of different types of sex out there. From vanilla to kinky, what sex means to one person probably means something totally different to another, and what good sex means varies even more. Some people prefer to stick with romantic kisses and cuddles, while others might like exploring all the shades of bondage toys and power dynamics. But now is the perfect time to mention that sex isn't actually defined as only vaginal penetration. Lori Mint, Ph.D., Lelo sexpert and author of Becoming Clitorate, previously told Cosmopolitan any act involving genital contact between consenting folks for the purpose of sexual pleasure equals sex. Meaning things like masturbation, oral, anal and even phone sex or sexting can all count. On top of that, many vulva havers actually need, and want, a bit more than just thrusting when hooking up, since only 18% of cis women can actually reach orgasm during penetrative sex alone. So, if you're trying to solve the mystery of what women want in bed or are just looking for a lil inspo, we've collected quotes from 20 women who explain exactly what they like during sex. And spoiler, none of them mentions penetration. Happy humping. The survey by Kindera researched the sex lives of 500 women between the ages of 18 and 65. They examined sexual desire, orgasm frequency, and just how important women feel sex is to their relationship. Here are 6 facts about women's sexuality that Kindera uncovered in their survey. 1. The majority of women think sex is very important to a relationship. According to the survey, 89.2% of women think that sex is very, or somewhat, important to their overall relationship satisfaction, which makes perfect sex. Happy relationships are the ones where sex and intimacy reign supreme. 2. Over half of women want more sex. Although we're supposed to believe that it's women who are holding out in the bedroom while men want more sexy times, Kindera found out something else. It's the ladies who want more. Of those surveyed, 53.2% of women want more sex than they're currently getting from their partner. In fact, less than half, at 46.8%, felt satisfied in having their sexual desires fulfilled. 3. Over 60% of women want sex 3 to 5 times a week. In findings that really blew archaic stereotypes out the window, 60.8% of women desire sex 3 to 5 times a week. But for some women even that's not enough. According to the survey, 10.2% of women want sex 6 to 8 times a week. Who has enough time in the week for such a thing? 4. Majority of women put emotional connection above all else when it comes to sex. We hear a lot about how women love foreplay, and we do. But as Kindera found, what we like even more than foreplay is having an emotional connection. Of those surveyed, 53.2% felt that an emotional was essential for great sex, 23.6% believed foreplay was a deciding factor in awesome sex, and 10.4% rated communication as most important. 5. Most women orgasm at least once during sex. Although women reaching orgasm still remains a struggle for many, the good news is that the amount of women who are able to orgasm at least once during sex is at 72.6%. Within that range, 38.6% had an orgasm once, 10.2% had multiple orgasms, and 23.8% could report that they had an orgasm often. 6. Stress is the one thing that can mess with a woman's sex drive. For 39.2% of women, stress is the top factor that can negatively affect their sex life. The other top culprits that can make a woman not want to get it on are being out of sync with their partners at 28.2%, not being in the mood at 20.2%, and struggling with their self-image at 20%. For 18% of women, there are no factors, like none at all, that stand in the way of them having sex.